What's up, people? You're listening to the 2PRO1SLOW podcast, brought to you by Factory Image Racing. Check them out on Instagram at Factory Image Racing. They offer a huge range of hard parts, service parts, tools, and more.
Episode 11, I checked now. It's episode 11.
And if you're watching, you probably realise that the title of the podcast doesn't really make much sense anymore for today's episode.
Why?
Well,
2PRO.
First of all, there's 4 people today.
Oh, yes. No, the name of the
Slow
podcast.
Malecon.
I thought you meant the title of the...
There's 2PRO2SLOW today.
No, I'd still say. Yes, Pro. Is the Pro podcast is back.
Oh, yeah, he is.
You've been dying to get on there, haven't you, Stan?
We barely got him in. He's through the fucking door. His head's so big after his last performance.
I can't help people like me, can I?
No, you can't.
Well done, Stan.
I'll turn my phone on silent.
We've got a positive Stan or a negative Stan.
Positive.
Did you do positive in podcasts but negative in vlogs?
Yeah.
Been a bit moody lately.
I have, yeah. I'm starting to... A few dislikes, so... Got to turn it around.
Age.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is
and
Jonny,
working
everybody. Sorry, we didn't introduce him very well. This is Jonny Walker.
We haven't introduced our sponsor either, and we're a few minutes in, so we probably better do that as well. Factory Image Racing sponsors this podcast. Have you heard of them, Jonny?
Yeah.
I thought you had. Good. Johnny's just admitted, just before we started this, that he's not actually watched or listened to one of these.
Have you ever listened to a podcast? Have you ever been on a podcast?
I've listened to Joe Rogan's.
Have you ever been on a podcast?
Nope. First time.
First one.
Is this your first podcast?
Yeah.
Honestly? Oh, wow.
So.
Well, what we do on this one
see
is
that?
we plug quite a lot of stuff. Billy's got the aircon unit remote right in front of him. He plugs that
We
every
got
week.
that for free. We're just out for whatever we can get for free. If you want anything, just give you a plea deal now. Stage is yours. Anything you need.
Mate, the list goes on.
What's top of it?
Let me check my phone. Money.
What do you need? Stan actually said that he's got
needs
some stuff to sell, so we'll give you...
Yeah, he needs to sell. He needs a new knee as well. He's had a crash. Shall we talk about...
Yeah, let's go. Let's start with that. What happened to your knee?
We can insert a video if someone's watching.
Have you got it saved?
Yeah, I don't have the best one when he first came through the door, but anyway, what happened was after I left here, I went to Stan's. Actually, was it Friday?
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, what I'm on about was bank holiday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I went to Stan's and he was already out, and he turned up. It wasn't even very late anyway. It was only about 9 o'clock. He come bowling through the door. Couldn't even stand up. I had a pizza in his hand, dropped that on the floor, stumbles through the door, just laughing in absolute hysterics. Couldn't even talk. And he'd had a crash on his electric scooter and cut his knee. We'll put the video in it anyway. He wasn't very happy.
Was you under the influence?
I was
Yeah.
just about to ask that.
Yeah, I'd been out since 2 in the afternoon.
2 in the afternoon. 9 at night.
That's a big one for me.
That would have been, what, 2 or 3 beers?
So what happened? You crashed your scooter?
Yeah, I was coming back from the pub and had to go to Domino's.
Do you have insurance to be riding your scooter on the road?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think I got that. And it's taxed and insured and everything.
And it's for sale.
It's for sale now, though.
Yeah, and it's for sale, yeah. So left the pub to go and get the Domino's, which the Domino's is by my house. For the first probably mile, it's all like country lanes. So yeah, it was a little bit black, and then on the old country lanes, there's a bit of tarmac, and then it goes to a bit of gravel. So basically, I took the front on the gravel. I went down.
Did you go around any of them roundabouts with swimming pools in the middle?
No, I didn't. No. Funny enough, there's none of them in Burntwood.
Oh, is there not?
No swimming pools.
No, none of them.
Fountains? No fountains either.
No fountains, no.
And on your night out, all your clothes stayed on, did they?
He's getting better at that, to be fair. He's grew out at that stage, I would have said.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm 34, so I grew out.
Any more luck with the females after the last one?
Yeah, it's took off.
What, you found fame and found love?
That's why I was so eager to come back on. You see, I wanted to.
Like, you want more?
Yeah, more the better.
What about the ones you've got?
Yeah, no, we're going in the right direction, so that's all right.
You got to kiss a few frogs to find the one, have you?
Yeah.
I hope they don't listen to this.
I'll continue. I'll start signing these. You just can have a chat, Jonny, if you want.
Well, what I was going to say is I was going to ask Jonny, because the last race you did was TKO. How'd you get on there?
Yeah, it was all right. It didn't go... my result was pretty crap, but I didn't really ride too bad, so it was okay.
Did you have the same drama that Bill had with all of the COVID tests getting out of the country?
Yeah, we were actually communicating.
Yeah, we were
where
talking.
the fuck we were. He was trying to find one, I was trying to find one. You actually found a separate one, didn't you?
Yeah, Paul Walton hooked me up, but it's like crazy trying to find anywhere.
Mission.
In Atlanta?
Not in the world, like wherever you go.
But
when
that
you
was
need
the
to come
worst.
home.
That was the worst by far, though. Like quite often the race or some organizer or something organized. Atlanta just don't seem to bother doing COVID testing, I don't think.
They're all walk-in ones, but you've got to book your walk-in, so it's pointless. Did you get that?
So you've got to book it and then just turn up?
Yeah.
What, book it
No,
for
you've
like...
got to book it for like
you
3 o'clock tomorrow, and then you walk in and get it.
No, but you wait in the queue and book your appointment for the next day. We waited in the queue for like 20 minutes in the ghetto, like the ghetto, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Like, I was a bit scared being stood in the queue, and we're still like 5 people from the front. And the woman just came out and said, we've got no COVID test appointments left for today.
And then sent you on your way?
Well, we're just, that's mint. That's half an hour of our life gone, and then half an hour closer to when the flight takes off. But we all made it out. We're on the same flight home, actually. Me and Johnny, and Stan, and Jess.
Oh. Made it home safe.
Anyway.
How did you... No, come on then. How did you get on? Did you have the same problem he had with sending bikes, or did you...
Nah, I didn't take anything. My suspension was supposed to be built the same, but it wasn't. So...
Because they have a team out there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Beta out there. So then my engine... I don't really have much difference. I took my stuff for my engine, but then when I put it all on, it just felt totally different. So then I took it all off and just raced it as standard.
What, race standard suspension or standard engine?
Engine.
With your suspension?
Yeah, just changed the jetting.
But it didn't feel right?
No.
Jets.
It just didn't feel like...
You're going to have to explain what jet is.
Jet to these things that go in...
Jets.
A thing called a carburetor. So they go inside there.
Ever heard one of them,
And
Stan?
then it like...
Not for a while.
It puts a certain amount of fuel in with air and stuff like that.
The rate, you've got to mix
crazy,
it.
mate.
Do you have to mix fuel?
I think it's from like the 50s, right?
You've got to get that slimy stuff and put it in the fuel.
Yeah. You have to do that, right?
You've been reading Instagram too much if you think I do that.
Well, we can ask Stan. Is a conspiracy
That's
theory?
a good idea, I guess, Stan, on that topic.
Yeah,
Take a bit of the heat off me.
There's been a lot of photos of you appearing online with half a bike stripped to pieces.
I know, there's been quite a few.
Zoomed
the
in
amount of
photos.
messages and stuff you get in, tell us the truth, what's going on.
Stan's been getting told.
Fill me in what's going on.
Stan's got a message saying it's not fair that he needs to come on the podcast because he needs to explain Billy's bike because it's not fair.
Yeah.
So on Instagram, there's been the rounds of a few photos of Billy's bike, specifically the subframe, the oil cap, a few other things, and they've been writing what they suggest is happening, and Billy won't answer any of it.
They're saying that we haven't got an oil tank, and they're saying obviously we've gone back to premix, but
And have you?
no. There was one photo on there.
I'll show you the post.
You sure?
There's 2 now, look.
So the post Billy's now showing Johnny is, well, I don't know. Shall we tell him which
Yeah, you don't have an oil
which
cap.
account
Where's
it's
it
on
gone?
or not?
Nah, we'll just let him.
Oh my god, that's serious. That
There's another one as well. If you go on his page, there's
they've
another
gone to
one.
town on
Yeah,
this.
he's not happy, bless him.
So what's your take on it, Stan?
No, I mean, obviously the oil cap, we were testing a different one. Basically, the hole and that is still there, and it still goes into the oil tank. It's just a different type. It's almost like tape, and we've just covered it with the tape. But inside the frame is like a different cap.
Right.
It's a lot smaller to get rid of the cap on the frame. It's just obviously if you take the tape off, you'll see it inside the frame that it's a different type of cap.
So if
obviously on the pictures on there, you can't see it. So
what we need is some closer, detailed photos at the next
Get a
round.
grip.
yeah, people need to obviously get in there a bit more.
Oh right.
It's a factory bike. Get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put some questions out on this 2PRO1SLOW page. They'll pull up some good stories. I think that gives a bit of.
Did you put on that Stan was coming on?
I didn't actually. Shall I do a quick?
Yeah,
I'll do a
quick
photo
one.
of him quickly.
Do a quick
live.
one now of him talking on the mic.
All right, you talk amongst yourselves while I take a photo of him in front of the mic.
We'll get some Stan
So what-
questions for the end of it.
Johnny, actually, we never got into your result.
Yeah, sorry.
TKO.
Right, yeah, I was
I
seventh.
interrupted with that, and I'll just shut up for now.
My worst result of the year. So
No, but you
pretty
rode.
shit. Nah, it was a short race. I messed up on the first lap, and then that was it. These boys, him and Manny, are just on fire at the moment. We're all too old.
never too old. No, but your rig. Obviously, I was there with Billy and the Husky, but your rig also was.
Yeah, you had a,
They're impressive.
you had a truck this
They
year.
are
We had
impressive.
You had a lack of truck in the past.
We
Why
had a
don't you go
truck.
back to the start, in fact? Go to the beginning of this year.
Back to the van.
Yeah, just give a what
Well,
you doing
one of the
this year,
questions.
how
One
did
of the
that come
questions
about?
was, why did you sign for Beta and stuff? So why don't we start there?
Okay.
The floor is yours.
So we'll be totally honest here.
Yeah, we only like honesty.
I like this.
Me and Stan might be out of a job here.
No, yeah, they never offered me a contract for next year, so it left me with no option. Like, I wasn't even offered bikes, so I basically went straight to Beta because I knew that their bike was good, because obviously Freeman rides it, he's rapid on it, Holcomb rides it, he's good, so not many people rode it, so I just thought that was the best way to go. So then decided to try and make my own team, get sponsors and stuff, so it was quite difficult. I've spent way more money than I actually thought I was going to spend racing, but it's not too bad. I'm enjoying it. It's way more fun,
No
but
boss.
way more stressful, yeah.
And so now you've got your own team, or you're running your own setup. Is that you're in charge of taking all your bikes, all your parts, all your everything?
Yeah. So I've obviously got a mechanic. He helps me with stuff, but I basically get all the sponsors, do everything on my own. Then we drive to the races and do that there. So it's not too bad. I kind of want to build a team in the future, so we'll try and get some more riders.
Around Beta.
Yeah.
So Beta is the main bike, and then what? 2 riders.
Yeah, I'd like a junior rider, because I don't feel like anyone does anything for junior riders. You know, like everyone's, I don't know how many, there's like 7 or 8 factory riders, and then there's no one helping the kids. So I'd like to find a good rider and then help him out that way, and then also have one good rider to like help with the team.
Have you got any names in mind for the juniors?
No, I haven't actually. I went to a race the other weekend when I was back in England, and there was a good kid there, so I'm going to keep an eye on him and see what he does.
Who's that kiddie when we went to Calm and him and his brother raced?
Brightmore.
Yeah,
Brightmore?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's riding good.
There's 2 of them, isn't there?
Both of them are riding good, really.
One was like 16 and won the race I entered, and the other was like 18 and one was like winning
That's
his
it.
class or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think the one race is like the morning race.
Yeah.
And then one was in the afternoon, I remember that.
So if you're listening, get in contact with Jonny Walker.
Yeah,
He's got a
message
spot
me.
for you.
If you think you're good, message me. We'll get you a deal. But yeah, so I chose Beta, but it's quite a small setup kind of thing. You know, they're not, I don't feel like they're super interested in extreme, but I like it, so I'm going to carry on riding it.
I'd have thought they'd have been semi-interested with trials as well. It sort of leads into it a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, they're just happy in the World Enduro, I think. And obviously they're winning that. They're
So
winning
there's-
again this year, so
They've won that for
might as well
last
focus, yeah.
however many years, aren't they? So,
Who's the kiddie that when you raced, was it Halcombe? Was that when we went to Hawkston?
yeah, Holcomb won Hawkston.
Yeah.
He's Beta, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's been world champion for like the
Yeah,
last
he's good.
5 years.
He's just signed
6
again.
years, and he's
for
just signed another 2
Another
years.
2
yeah.
years.
Another 2 for Beta.
Is he not fancy extreme? Can you not get him out? Talk him into that?
I don't know. Be difficult.
I know a geezer that's looking for a ride.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's going to do one more year in motocross, and then he's making the switch. Normally sits where Stan's
I
sitting.
don't know who it is.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
you couldn't afford him.
a
No.
little bit sort of like, he might, seem a little bit unenthusiastic every now and again, but
You do anything.
get him in the right space. He'll be good, I reckon.
I bet you
Where
do
is he, in fact?
He's
anything
just
for a
been
few-
here,
He
hasn't
was just here, to be fair. But he said he's looking forward to not being here so he can listen to this one, because he can't listen to them when he's been on. So he's actually most looking forward to the release of that one. So, Thomas,
Yeah. So hi, Tommy.
fuck you.
No, he's burnt out at the minute. The candle's burnt out at both ends. It's gone completely.
He did look, to be fair, he did look.
Yeah, he's got one race left, and then he's done for a few months. Bless him.
Yeah, he's already he's give him his due. He actually did ask. He wants a day out in Wales on his enduro
Yeah,
bike.
because he hasn't released a video in weeks. And
Yeah.
he's got anything that might get the slightest bit of viewer attention.
Well, now he's also now. I don't know. Well, I guess we can say it. I think he's got himself a mountain bike sponsor. So
I did hear about this.
he's due a day out at Revolution Bike Park or somewhere, or Diffie Bike Park, but that'll be a very short day out.
Yeah, that'll be up in the land of back down on the fire road, hot chocolate.
I'm not jumping now.
No,
it's
the
cold.
jumps are stupid.
How is he on a downhill bike? Good.
No. If you go out round here, so there's like, he likes going to Cannock Chase. Have you been to Cannock Chase? No. Cannock Chase is like a set out trail, and it's not really a lot of stuff in your way, just a style you have to go over and a few other things. If I take him out round here where you have to go through like gates, over rocks, over logs, both feet come off the pegs and he just stands up, lifts the bike up the most awkward way he can, and then just moans the whole way around. I wish we'd have gone to Cannock.
You'd have thought he'd be half decent on a bike.
He's not good at anything.
No, he's good at motocross, and that's it. No other talent. He came, so we launched Kex last weekend, all the new stock. Tommy and Billy helped me pack the first few orders, and Tommy was the most useless dosser going. It was, again, I think I said it at the time, if anyone's order's wrong, I'm sorry, it's probably Tommy.
He did 15, and then I can't stand up anymore. So then I had to reposition the whole packing operation just purely so he could sit down at a table. And bear in mind, his only job was to read out names, quantities, the quantity and the name of the Kex, and then it took him, well, he didn't do a single quantity once.
Yeah, I feel like he's, that's quite an important job role for him, which we didn't really need to give him. But anyway. Right, I've pulled up a question here for you, Johnny. Why do you live abroad?
Who's that from?
That's from, I don't know, it's a long name. Samarasa Marston, Samarasi.
Basically, just fancied a change. I was here for a bit. I do.
You lived abroad before, though, didn't you? You lived in France before.
Yeah, I lived in France with a mechanic 7 years ago. I did like a year then, and then I moved back, and it's just for the weather, really. It's nice weather in the winter. Obviously, Billy's out there most of the time in the winter, right?
Yeah, we way more worthwhile just moving out there. The amount of time I spend there, to be honest, But
then in the summer, it's pretty crap.
And where are you? Andorra?
Andorra, yeah.
But so, I'm guessing from now, doing your own bike, that's probably easier to drive to races.
Yeah, that's another thing. It is a better base, to drive from. Even though, like, I've come here and then I'm driving to Poland from here. The only far one was Romania.
Yeah, but that's rare that you're hearing it, really, this week.
I feel like I never come to England, but I enjoy when I come. I love there's so many good tracks here.
Yeah, for motocross here is good,
and people to ride with.
Yeah, I also think, but then I get bored of everything else that's here, to be honest, because I'm here so often. I enjoy it. I'm the other way around. I get excited when I go away to ride.
You're here so often. You're never in the same place more than 5 minutes.
But I'm in England.
It's unreal, eh? He lives in a van.
Yeah, it's bad. It is bad.
It'll just sometimes be just ring you up. Oh, what are you doing tonight? Can I stay? Yeah, cool. How long for? Oh, just the night, and then I'll be off somewhere else in the morning. All right, see you in a bit then. No,
but do you know what my problem is? I hate to have missed an opportunity for somewhere good to ride, or like
you got FOMO.
Like if I feel like I've made the wrong decision, or I've gone to the wrong track, or if I've like committed to a plan like a week in advance to go here, here, and here, and then the weather's better somewhere else, or like
did you just hear that, Stan?
Yeah, well, I was just about to say
committed to a stand. Committed to a plan.
That's why I don't do it, because if I feel like the weather's better somewhere, or like there's somewhere better to ride, or better people to ride with or whatever, and I'm already locked in, I'd sit in the van all day punching myself in the head. So I have to be flexible in order to maximise my quality of life.
Tell us what the dilemma's been today, because this podcast will probably come out before the race, so we can see what bike he's saying he's having now and what bike he might ride at the race. So what's the dilemma we've gone through?
Obviously we got a race coming up it is an extreme race, but it's not, is it?
No one really knows as well. None of us have ever done it before, but it's
I think it's going to be fast.
Yeah, it's an extreme race that's based on two motocross tracks with a big enduro course section apparently, and then a bit in the forest and a man-made rock garden. Similar kind of thing to Megawatt, but not in the same venue or location as Megawatt. But no one's ever been before. No one really knows what it's like. So everyone's kind of in limbo between riding a 4-stroke, riding a 2-stroke, or whatever. Usually for Megawatt, most of us used to ride 4-strokes. And then, I've been riding my 2-stroke on like motocross and quite fast stuff the last few weeks, and I actually started to feel pretty good in it. I've enjoyed it, to be fair, but I was always thought that I would have been faster on my 350 on my 4-stroke, but today I've just debunked that theory. 2 seconds faster on the motocross track.
So as we sit here right now, you're 2-stroking.
I'm not telling you.
Well, obviously I'll ask Stan, because Stan's got to build the bike. So what we're building?
Both bikes are already built, so both of them are coming to the race. Tune into the vlog to find out when I actually ride.
Well, that's the thing.
Stan, keep your lips sealed.
That's the thing. In Italy, when I go out on Monday, the 2 strokes not built yet because obviously we done Romania, washed it off after that, and then I come back. But the 4-stroke was actually, I built a race bike for the Super Enduro that never happened. So we have got a 350 race bike just waiting, and then the 2-stroke I'll go and build that on Monday, and then.
So what suspension?
No one really knows. I don't think anyone's going to have that because it's motocross, man-made, extreme rock garden plus super enduro. No one's going to have good suspension either. So it's just a case of what area do you want to be faster in. I would have said probably depends how hard the like bits in the forest and stuff are to how soft as you go. Other than that, you just go hard to just hit shit hard, don't you?
So what's your base going to be? Enduro, extreme.
I think probably my super enduro suspension slightly softer, I would have said, but again, I don't know. If I'd have said, but obviously it's going to be in a 2-stroke as well. At the minute,
what bike are you going to ride, Johnny?
300, mate.
She's behind us.
There she is.
Yeah, if anyone from Beta is watching,
mate, it's good for everywhere, that bike.
Yeah,
get in touch with Ed for advertisement rates for the background shot.
Yeah, we're gonna just send me the details we all need to bill for that. Is it you or Beta?
Him, he's a team manager, so Jess.
All right, we'll send Jess. So you said it's like megawatt, this race.
Well, it's not the same, but similar format.
Johnny hopes it's not the same. Yeah. He's got fond memories of that.
It's different.
Nah, but you were good there. You won there plenty of times as well, haven't you?
What did you do to yourself there? You had a big crash one year.
Yeah, I hit something in the ground. I think it's like a concrete. Were you not there?
Yeah, right there.
Right in front of everyone. Broke what did I break? My hand, my wrist, dislocated my shoulder. I think that was it.
You had a pretty nasty.
But hand on one side and wrist on the other side, so it wasn't
one on each side.
It wasn't like just one arm was fucked.
Poor Jess.
Yeah, it was bad. I remember when it happened. There was there's a GoPro video of it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Can't really even tell what happened.
Honestly, mate, you should have seen my rims after it. They
flat.
were like
flat.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I don't know, I wasn't ready for it, and I just hit some concrete, I think.
I was stood with Jess. Me and Jess was literally, because obviously you were leading, so you'd come round and you went underneath like that. There's like a crane or a building or something, and me and Jess are just talking. Johnny's gone through, and then kind of waiting, and then next thing you know, people are running back towards the track saying that Johnny's just crashed.
Mate, I remember just jumping down this hill, like to land in a hole, and then all of a sudden it just like my hands came off, and it was just like it happened. So, and then I went to get up, and my wrist was like a welly, like a rubber boot. It just folded, mate, when I went to get up, and then I just started shouting.
Not good. No, it
wasn't best.
No. So it's not like that then this year. The track's not the same place, not the same area.
Not
nothing.
the same area, no. Different spot.
Right. I'll find you another question then.
But it is, well, that there was like, it wasn't actually a motocross track. They just made, it was like, they made it because it was in like a big sand quarry, but it was like a bulldoze track in the sand. It was actually pretty sick the way they used to make the track.
Yeah,
but
it got rough, eh?
It's on an actual motocross track this year, like a track that's there all year round. Megawatt was like all just made for that one event.
I actually did fancy the Megawatt one. I thought
after
the year
good.
You spanned yourself, I fancied that, and then they stopped running it.
It was never really like advertised or publicised or anything much, I wouldn't have said, in England, which is a shame because I think it was actually a really sick event, which this one might be. It's the organisers is the same as the Krakow Super Enduro, and they always do a good job, so I can imagine this one's also going to be good, to be fair.
You've replied to your own question on this. Why have you used that photo of you? Do you want to tell us?
That was your bad run. That was the controversy run, eh?
Straight rhythm in the US, that picture. And I jumped off the first obstacle and I landed, like went over the front, and then my GoPro that was on a chest mount hooked underneath the front brake cable, but like wouldn't come out. So I rode the full straight rhythm back, and Taddy actually beat me, so I was gutted.
That's
knocked me out.
A valid point you've got there, because I just asked you off camera saying, why have you not got it on your helmet? But now that's a rule not just for Husqvarna and KTM riders. FIM rule is no helmet cameras.
Yeah, that's what they told me. I'm actually going to ask again because it was only the Red Bull guy. I'd obviously rather run it on my helmet. I don't mind.
You're a personal deal with GoPro, haven't you?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but I'd run it anyways because it's way better. Like the footage on your helmet.
yeah, it's way better. Sits higher. Yeah.
The chin, I reckon, is a good spot. But
Yeah, and like the chest mount, you're still gonna get hit in the chest, aren't you? I know it is bad.
It's a never-ending debate. We don't need to go into.
We've done some hours testing, haven't we, with GoPros and.
No, yeah, it's a never-ending debate. People aren't happy no matter where you put it.
Jonny, what are your thoughts on the Big Dosser? Do you know who the Big Dosser is?
Fury.
No, well, no.
I just mean Billy.
No, Tommy.
Oh, Tommy.
They mean
Tommy
Tom.
the Big Dosser.
That's what they call him. Yeah.
Because
He's not a big dosser. He's just a dosser, isn't he?
That's true. He's not a big lad, is he?
I actually met Tyson Fury once in the middle of the street. Well, I actually drove through Morecambe. Have you heard about
Yeah,
this?
you told her.
I drove through Morecambe and me and Jess were like driving through, and I was like, "Oh, he must live around here somewhere," because like I've seen videos of his house. And we came up the hill, and then there was a Ferrari just written off in the middle of the road, like bumpers everywhere. And then he was just stood on the side of the road, and I was like, no way, couldn't believe it. So
What, he crashed his car?
he just writ it off, in the middle of the road, right outside his house. And
Did you ask for a photo?
well, yeah. So I was like, I wanted to ask him for a picture, and I was like, I can't. Like, if someone asked me for a picture, like after I just ripped my car off, you wouldn't want to do it, would you? And Jess was like, oh, just he'd be fine. Just go and ask him. I went and asked him, and he's just like, no, mate.
Really?
I just felt so shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been keen.
I got back on my van and just drove.
Yeah,
off.
that would do.
And then I was like, Jess, why did you make me do that? I just looked like an idiot.
There's plenty of pictures of your Land Rover though. After Esbjerg that year though, weren't there?
What was that?
I've not even heard this. What did you do? Write one off?
Mate, what year would it have been? Yeah.
Don't know.
It was,
I was definitely a
maybe
Charles
15
rider.
or something. It was the last.
Nah, before that, I'd have said
It was
14.
the first time I won it.
No.
it was that time I won it when I had like it went perfect.
Yeah.
15,
I was
think.
racing.
Well, yeah.
15.
Yeah, because I was in the car behind.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So basically, we went up the mountain to look at the track in this Land Rover, and there was a few guys in. There was actually 7 of us in this Land Rover. People were sat in
Is
the
this
boot.
in the quarry?
In the quarry, yeah. Sat in the boot. It was a Husqvarna Land Rover as well. It wasn't even my one. And we were coming down, and I went round this corner, and it rolled.
Oh.
I rolled it, with the guys in the back. No one had
Look at his
seatbelts
face.
on.
Look
mate.
at his face.
Honestly,
I feel like they sent the full story. Why are you laughing, Stan?
I just.
What?
I
They
just
sent the
went
full
round corner,
story.
mate. Yeah.
No,
rolled
there
it,
was
mate.
some dodgy handbrakes going, surely.
Nah. I don't handbrake after that.
Just went, didn't it?
After that.
Was you in the? Was
Nah,
you
I
in it?
learned a
No, I
valuable
was in-
lesson. He was behind.
I was in the
another
front.
one.
No, he was in that one, and then I was with Niter in the car because we were following him in the car to go and have a look at the track because we knew where they were going, and we're coming down into this left-hander, and we were just
We went flying around this corner in the quarry.
Whereabouts was it in
and
the quarry?
It picked up. There's a water rut, and it picked up and it bounced, and then
Water
it just
pipe.
flipped.
top of water pipe.
Yeah, next to water pipe. It just flipped, and there was like no one had seatbelts on. There was glass. I had glass in my head and stuff, and it was the day before.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah, everyone was alright. Some people cut their hands and that.
Who was driving you?
Me. I learnt my lesson. I'd never do it ever again. And then I went down and I was trying to ring like the KTM boss and tell him what's just happened, and I couldn't get through to him. He wasn't answering. I just kept ringing him, and then I noticed Niter had put it on Twitter. Can you know? He tweeted all these pictures of this Land Rover rolled, and then the KTM guy rang me and he went mental. And I was like, I'm sorry, I've been trying to ring you.
Is that why you ride for Beta now?
No, it's 5 years ago. Probably because I'm crap.
No,
It's a good job you won that.
You went
I
fast
did,
that year. You
honestly,
went
it's
fast
the
that
only-
year.
yeah.
You sort of won a Wes before a Wes was really a thing, didn't you? You did like a
Yeah, I
pretty
did.
perfect season.
I used to be half decent, yeah. And then I've just got older and injured. No, just
If you close your
Right,
eyes,
right.
it's sort of like having Tommy here, isn't it?
got
Similar
old-
sort
I
of
got older
excuses.
and I got injured and
Yeah.
then I went slow.
Yeah.
Tommy hasn't had many injuries, has he?
He's got a bad shoulder.
He's made of glass, that boy.
Yeah, well, that's me. That's why I didn't want to do that bike thing earlier, because if we did it,
The
and it was
rain
like
saved
one
him.
thing
The
and I
rain,
had to take a dab, I'd
the
probably
rain
fucking
saved
break
him.
a leg.
Yeah, it's probably good. We both
Yeah, we was
got
going
knees
to
hanging off.
Bill come up with the idea of doing a game of bike for his YouTube channel, but then
Rain,
the
called
rain
off.
delayed.
We'll do it. We'll do it in a few years when we're all retired.
Do you want a question for Stan or a question for Johnny?
Johnny.
I'll give Stan one.
I'll answer this. Ask this one first while I find one for Stan. Johnny, are you going to be doing the Super Enduro this year on the 300?
Yeah, so the plan was actually to do it on the 300 last year. I enjoy it. It's good. The reason I wouldn't ride a 4-stroke is because I don't really have any time to do any sort of testing. So the 2-stroke's easy.
But they do a 4-stroke if you wanted it.
They do, yeah. They do some, I don't know, what do they do, Stan? They do like a 350, 390, 420, 450.
They do quite a few, don't they?
Yeah.
490.
You got a voice note, Ed? Have you seen?
I've seen that, yeah. There's so many questions for Stan. It's great. Have a guess what the majority are.
Scooter.
No. Well, yeah. I've scrolled down here. There's 4. Has Stan ever been on a podcast?
Random people in America were saying that.
That was
fucking brilliant.
I couldn't believe in America how many
said
people.
That in the last one.
Like,
Dude,
American fans just
about watch up, like the stuff over here.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Why did Stan move the oil cap in Romania?
Would you go and race in the US?
Yeah, I'd like to do it more. I was pretty blown away, to be fair, by the response the race had and stuff like that. But it was weird. Like, it got the race and vlogs and podcasts and stuff were mega popular. But then, like, a lot of people also just because they'd probably never seen without a helmet on or whatever, didn't even know who we were. Like, me and Manny were walking the track, and people would just be like, "Oh, you guys racing?" Or like, honestly, I've literally no idea who we were. But
we got no Wi-Fi in Tennessee, have we? Or internet.
Oh my god, it was shocking.
Yeah,
should have seen this rock we moved on the track.
I said
toolbox,
when it would me and Tommy did a video where we watched back my last 2 laps of GoPro, and as I drove over the rock, I said, "Oh, we moved that rock the day before," and I didn't really have enough time because I didn't pause it or anything to quite get the gist of the effort that we put into moving this rock. But
is that so you could step up onto another?
So basically, the track went one way. And it was quite one line, wasn't
it? It was
so
like one line,
open it
tight and nudgety left, like around. There's a big rock, probably like the height of this roof, and like a hole underneath it. But then there was like a massive rock to the right of it, which was just like out of the track, but just peering there, like not really doing anything. And I seen it was like loads of loose rocks underneath it, and I was like, I reckon that rock could fill this hole. So anyway, we'd probably 2 hours, or at least over an hour of just pushing and shoving.
We moved it and it fell in, and it was in the worst angle.
Yeah, because
so then we had like trees levering it. It was honestly
all the loose rocks that were like underneath the one that we moved were put in the hole to like start filling it up, and then just we got to the point where we started to push the big one. Like 3 of them were like maximum effort just to move it. I'm like, I reckon we might fill this hole in a bit too much now. It's going to like not work.
Stick out.
So then it fell into place, and it was just still unrideable. So then we had to get trees, and we're like prizing it up like that. So then someone would go in and like scurry the loose rocks that would just fill it
with the hands underneath it?
Yeah,
back out. I had like two trees which were like had like full body weight on.
Oh, fuck. Where was you at this point, Stan?
Waiting in the truck for
sat in the air conditioning. And
but did it make the track better?
Yeah, because it went straight up. Yeah, it made the track flow way better.
Is it the one in the vlog or in the GoPro where you sort of ride up and it looks like you're riding up onto another rock?
Yeah, you get like 2 wheels onto it and then go off it. It wasn't that difficult, but it definitely made the track better. Was worth the effort.
We could build our own track.
Yeah,
track building.
Yeah, we should do it next.
Fuck that. Me and Bill have done that. We did the endurocross track that you've rode today, and that was labour of love. Really.
I'd enjoyed it. I like
motocross tracks. Easy, move dirt.
Yeah, there's a lot of effort.
Swinging shit in.
Yeah, diggers
just
and
to
straps and
stuff.
Cranes, and it's good though. I did enjoy it.
I think if we had a forklift, would have been a lot better.
We should set out a one-off extreme race.
We could.
That would be good.
We do. I think we could do a good job of that. I'm trying to think.
Where would you like to do it?
Because we walked a lot of Italy together. Did we do any track building there?
Yeah, a fair bit on the rivers.
Yeah, the last on the day before we had straight lines.
What about all the track walking and building you did in the first round?
Oh, yeah, that was for a lot of wasted effort.
Where was that?
Porto.
Fucking 3 days, about 40 kilometres of track walked for fucking nothing. Yeah.
Mickey Harrison's got something for you, Stan. It says Stan's a minge.
About 1,700 people seem to think Stan's a minge. Don't know where that's come from.
I wonder why. Then you want to win a U3, don't they?
Yeah, well, it's not matter. They said it, not me. We still haven't posted them off. By the way, if you're listening and you haven't received, we've got all the winners and all the apart from Tim. Tim never come forward. You useless.
No, we give Tim aways in the last one.
Tim's going to be given away in the last podcast. But anyway, they're going to get posted this after. Well, tomorrow they're going to go out with tomorrow's keks. So yet no one's received their Usui yet from this year, but they all will be posted tomorrow. I'm going to give Ed all the addresses straight after this podcast, and they're going to get given out.
I'm going to have a disclaimer there that it's not my fault. I've been asking for the addresses for about 2 weeks.
He's sick of them. They've been on the counter just behind. You probably can't see them. They're back there. They're all together, apart from the Italy one, which was it Italy? Yeah, the Italy one is still in Italy, and Stan's going to post that next week on his air. We'll give a Usui away from each Wes round this year, Johnny. That's us. And
yeah.
It's meant to be on the vlog. It's meant to be on the vlog from the race, but I usually forget and then have to do it on Instagram or whatever. But
Bill likes to give them away as they come off his back.
Can I give something away?
Yeah, you can give whatever you want.
What should I give away?
Your bank details.
Well, so someone put something in it. That would be nice.
You better not get any sponsors off this podcast. I'm going to be sick of my life if you do.
No, we're going to use him to G up some of our own sponsors.
Yeah,
we'll tell him Johnny's
honestly,
a local.
If there's anyone out there, please.
What?
We're struggling here.
He's minted, honestly. What?
Yeah, I know. He's moved to Andorra to save it all as well.
What have you got to give away? You can do a giveaway.
Anything, shirt, kit.
Do you want to give a shirt away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, no. Are you giving one as well?
What's a good one to give away? A shirt, camel pack.
No, shirt.
Boots. Shirt's banging. If you can donate a shirt, I can probably donate you some keks later.
Right, I will. No, I'll message Leah. Leah like a giveaway.
Do they?
I'll speak to them.
So there's going to be
giveaway
a Leah bundle. How are we going to give it away? Because are we doing factory? Do Factory Image Racing have any giveaways left?
Factory Image Racing's giveaway every episode, but I've also still got Factory Image stuff to give away.
We'll keep that in the YouTube comments, and we'll do Johnny's giveaway.
Yeah, so Factory Image giveaway is on.
Head over to my Instagram.
No, I think they got to follow 2PRO1SLOW for the link.
We'll do the 2PRO. They'll do it on 2PRO1SLOW's Instagram. So if you're listening or you're watching on YouTube, head over there
for the Liat giveaway.
And there'll be a Liat bundle giveaway. Right. Well done, Johnny. Very noble of you.
Can you chuck a mat in or anything, Stan?
I'll chuck a mat and a roller rag.
Stan's got a budding business Blue Roll and Matt. So if you need any of them, contact Stan. Or just contact Stan for anything.
When I went drop him a message. Anything about your bike, any queries you have, mechanical queries.
Have you helped anyone out lately?
About your car, about your lawnmower. Just drop him a message on Instagram. He loves it.
No, don't. Please.
No, what if a young lady that wants a bit of help with a, I don't know, 65 or something for her son?
Yeah, obviously I'm always here to help. I can never be negative. Got to be positive.
Yeah, just message Stan.
Has Stan bought any more curved TVs lately?
No, I learnt my lesson.
He's good at booking flights though.
Oh yeah, we mentioned this on the last one. Tell us about your TKO flight dilemma.
What a nightmare. So, Fabio, the boss of KTM, had booked me and Billy flights to go to TKO, but he'd booked them. We had to go around the world. Typical, normal.
Oh really? It's a surprise.
So we had to go Manchester, Paris, Manchester, Paris.
It was only one layover, to be fair, but there was an option of a direct one, and it was cheaper.
It was. So Roxy, we'd already arranged really because Roxy was flying home from Heathrow, and there was a direct flight from Heathrow. So Billy says, "Come on, we'll just book that." So Fabio said to me, "Book the flights and then just invoice me." Job done. Yep, no problem. So I'm down the pub, had a pint. And the signal.
There's a reoccurring theme here.
I was having food, so I'm allowed 2 pints of my food. And the signal's real bad. So gone onto the flights, confirmed it, 3,330 quid. So booked it, but it come back saying that there was an error. So I thought, it's not been booked, has it? Because obviously the page come on and said it was an error, so. But the email had gone into my junk mail, so I couldn't see it. So I got home and then booked them again when I got home and spent 6,600 quid on flights.
How many times did you book it?
But he only realised the next morning when there was no... checked his bank account.
Yeah.
So did you get your money back?
I had 400 quid left in my bank account. That was good. So then I had to wait I did the invoice for the one fine and then I had to wait 7 days then to get my refund.
That's good that you got a refund. I'm horrendous at booking flights, mate.
Oh, I'm never doing it again.
Yeah.
I rush them and I always put them on the wrong date.
I booked. Stan drove my van back from I don't even know where it was.
Italy
after Romania, yeah, and I booked the tunnel from Dover to Calais.
See, I don't know.
Folks into Calais.
I don't know how you managed to do that. People do it on Kex as well, and they order loads of stuff, and then they go, "Hang on, I've ordered small, but I'm a medium." Don't you ever check the checkout before you check out?
No, whoever checks.
When you're in a rush, though, mate, you just get the job done and go.
We'll live busy lifestyles.
I've booked flights before.
You're like the most fucking lackadaisical person I know.
Yeah, but I've still got a million things to do.
I'll be sat at home and I'll get a thing saying you need to check in for your flight tomorrow, and I'm like,
Where am I going?
And mate, I daren't tell Jess. I'm like, put my phone down and like put it out the way. That's just a random flight that I booked by accident.
There's this is a question that we get asked all the time, but now that you're on here, Johnny, they want to know whether you're racing Western Beach Race.
No, when is it?
We did this the other day, October the 3rd or 4th or something.
It was the same weekend as Hispania, but it's the weekend before, I think.
No, it's Hispania.
No, it's not. It's the weekend before. I checked it last week.
I do like it.
You've raced it before, haven't you?
Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it last time.
We need to.
Do you think Tommy would like it?
What we need to do is get Gareth Hockey to line our pockets for the amount of plugs he's had for the Western Beach Race.
He has had a lot of fucking Western Beach Race plugs.
I think he makes up fake accounts.
Yeah, he's just got a load of burners, and just every time that comes out, he's like, "I'll get Western on there."
Right,
again.
one race. What are you gonna do? You got one race to do.
What is your last race before you get sentenced to death?
Yeah,
Romania. you fucked me there.
Yeah,
it'd be the best scenic riding you've ever done, Ed.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, fucking great. Of course it will.
Did you enjoy it? Did you think about doing it again?
I'm thinking about doing it again this year.
There you go.
In fact, no. This year I was going to go and do Erzberg, even though I've got no chance of finishing. Bill talked me into that.
See, Romaniacs is better because you get your quality riding.
Erzberg, you need to experience.
10 minutes.
Yes, but you also need to experience the week.
You might as well just go to the beer tent.
Yeah, I agree. But
you might as well do the prologue and go to the beer tent. You can do both.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
You can do all of them.
Yeah, all three.
There's the rocket ride. I'm going to do the rocket ride from now on.
Yeah, the rocket ride looks good fun, but I'm not very good at going fast.
What do you call
I'm going to do the rocket
you
ride.
and what's the lad who always wins the rocket ride? Aussie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aussie Risinger.
That's a good point about rocket ride's a bit hill climbing, isn't it?
It's just like 5 hill climbs.
Yeah, Tommy's been entered into a hill climb somewhere in Stoke apparently. After the season, he's like, "Oh, I've been asked to do a hill climb race."
You know what we should do? A stubble cross championship.
There's a good stubble cross track near here.
Because that is like enduro riders can do it and motocross riders.
Yeah.
Because it's just all about turns.
That would be good.
Surely there's enough stubble fields in England.
There's one that you boys all go practice at, isn't there? Where did you go the other day, Bill?
Nah, that's just a race. That was just a one-off.
That edge one.
Yeah. There's one at Dean Searles, but I've never actually been to it, to be fair. I always time it wrong when there's fucking plants on it.
The one at Dean's quite good, actually.
Yeah, I've seen videos.
I went the other week or a couple of months ago when it was no plants. It was rough as fuck, real rough. What's your last race then, Johnny?
Stubblefields is a yearly
My
thing,
last race would be... I don't actually know.
Have you got a favourite out of the West?
I like Romaniacs, yeah. Even though it's so
long. Are you lying?
No.
To be fair, I'm actually going that direction.
You're warming up to it?
I have warmed up.
Apart from that middle day when I nearly died this year because it was so hot. Like, I really enjoyed it.
No, I've warmed up to it.
I enjoyed riding your track today, actually. That's probably if I was going to ride anywhere, it'd be on your track.
So Johnny, before we started the day, was
he
was over the jumps and he said, "I'm never coming back here again." And
I rode up and these jumps are massive.
Then he unlocked them. He went,
yeah, I just did one at a time, peeled them off.
And then I think you give Bill a run for his money in
the second moto.
In the moto, so
I did him in the second moto, but he did me in the second moto the other day.
Yeah.
Who done who in the lap times up there in the end?
I did it in a lap timer.
2:02. Was that the best? Didn't improve.
No, not on that.
On the motocross half time,
no,
but in the second moto,
who did it in the enduro lap? Who actually did it?
Yeah, who got the fastest overall lap time today?
What time was Billy doing?
That one I did at the end on the 350 was the fastest I've done of the day on it, but 52. That was a one-off. If you'd have done a one-off.
One-off, yeah.
I think Johnny was the fastest.
But anyway, we're
in the first one.
We're 2-2
No.
from this week. The last 2 days.
So yeah, we rode the other day at motocross track, and Billy had me in the second one.
What bike did you ride that day?
2-stroke.
Oh, 2-stroke's the way,
Yeah,
Stan. I
I
think you're
think-
going to have to get some 2-stroke
Right.
bits in stock.
And that was of a dinted pipe.
Yeah, you like a dinted pipe, basically.
Been good. It's been good.
We could do. We could go up Scotland this week, tomorrow,
That's cool.
and have another day.
We've been trying to plan a Scotland trip, but it's never come about.
Mate, it's so good up there.
That's what I keep telling Tommy.
Yeah, but Tommy's never going to go. You might as well give up.
No,
on
he
him.
was game for it. He's game after.
You need to have like 3 days, especially
Yeah,
for me.
well, he's
you
got
need
a
few
camper.
days.
From here, you do. From us, it's not.
Has he done?
Us, you can do it in a day if you.
Do you know
really
why he actually wants to do it? He goes, because I've got to do a vlog in my motorhome, really. That's the only reason he wants to go away somewhere for the night.
What motorhomes he got?
SC motorhome.
Oh,
That's what you've got,
Oh,
innit?
well done.
of course.
Is that a mother plugger?
Yeah, I've just been to SC.
I don't have one. I don't sponsor me one.
Do you want one, Stan?
Yeah, I'll have one while I'm there, yeah.
You've got a new van coming.
I have, yeah. I need some racking, actually.
Standux actually does need some racking. I reckon that's a realistic ask. Get Stan the back of his van kitted out. He just wants it racking in some
nice shelves.
some drawers and shelves
Cabinets.
and shit.
Well, after your newfound fame, I heard you was getting a GoPro and starting a YouTube channel.
Well, I did try, but then I thought, I can't really edit it.
Nah.
Really
Only
My
fans.
old camera is at his house, and he's definitely been trying to work out because it keeps moving position. I leave it somewhere, and then I come back, and it's in a different
Yeah,
position.
but is he trying to do vlogs or is he
Why
trying to
don't
make
you do
adult
There's-
movies?
and then I noticed the
OnlyFans.
first couple of times I was
Why
like,
don't
that
you
keeps
do
moving.
OnlyFans?
And then in the end, when I went the other day, he went, I wish that camera had a fucking SD card in it. Or SIM card in it, he called it. He went, I wish there was a SIM card in that camera.
It's simple, like Tommy. Tommy calls them SIM cards.
No, I wanted to
Thick
do a
as
bit.
fuck.
I wanted to do a bit of vlogging because obviously Billy's out riding and I'm proper grafting at home, laying me slabs. And
Yeah,
I
you
just
have done
thought
well.
it'd be like 2 different angles. Me at home, normally doing his bike, but I'm at home doing slabbing, and then him
Slabbing.
tossing it off,
He does a lot.
riding his bike.
Slabbing, slagging.
And he didn't even help me.
I got bad knee.
I rang him once. I said, "Where are you?" He says, "I'm in the gym." I said, "Well, you wouldn't have had to go to the fucking gym if you come and help me dig out my grass."
I don't know when I
But
last
let's
saw
stay on
them.
the YouTube topic because someone said here, why is your channel so dead, Johnny? It's more dead than Tommy's.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard work.
It is graft.
Private to your life.
It is such graft.
I don't have anyone doing mine.
Yeah, I don't do his.
Go on, Ed. Defenders.
No, I will.
Tell
I
him.
generally haven't
Tell
edited
him,
one of his
Tell him
videos.
fucking. Tell him.
I tell you, I've edited 2 of his videos in the last.
In the last week, right?
No.
Okay, so
Last 4 or 5 months,
Yeah,
no, it's hard work.
At least 3
I'm
months.
Shit.
at least.
I'm shit at anything with cameras and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
it's
we
hard
did have
work.
a few.
I've got one coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna edit it tonight when I get home.
Why don't you
There'll be one
start now
tomorrow.
on your phone, iMovie?
Nah, because I've got a proper thing on my laptop now.
Nah, Johnny's a Final Cut Pro man. He's one up from Dean.
No, Johnny actually, me and Johnny had a fair few FaceTime calls through
Yeah,
lockdown
early
going,
on.
how
I
do I
nearly
put
rang you
text
the
on a
other day.
screen?
I nearly rang you the other day
Did
for
you?
getting text on. I couldn't. I got it eventually. It's really bad.
It's graft though. It's
It's hard work. No, I need to be more better at filming. Jess needs to be better because it needs to just be filmed in a way that then I can just upload it and go from there.
Even though you're probably not going to like this, but what do you film it on? What camera?
My iPhone and my GoPro.
Yeah, that's number one problem.
it doesn't.
What's wrong with
Ed's
that?
strongly against GoPro. I'm not.
I like a GoPro for riding,
It's
but a
against-
GoPro for vlogging, it's
Mate,
not.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you need to invest yourself in a nice camera.
You've got a camera.
But what
haven't you?
difference is it going to make? Yeah, but just for pictures.
It'll make your life a lot easier.
I'm sure it does video as well.
I've even
The thing was, yeah, I got it, and then I couldn't get it off it onto the computer. That
yeah.
was
Then
my
you need a
biggest
little
problem.
cable to plug it in.
No,
Bill's
but
had an invest.
I've got it dialed now.
Buy
I've got
Bill's
a
old
thing-
camera.
I've got the mount and that for the GoPro now with a microphone and that.
Yeah, but then
So my next vlogs are better.
if you go in here and or go in any area and it's not like hospital lit up, the GoPro don't really work.
Oh yeah,
It does work. It's just a snob.
I'm not a snob.
I
Even
think-
you now.
No, I agree.
Mate, I don't have a spare 500 quid to buy a new camera.
God, listen.
Fuck off.
500 quid, not 5 grand.
Huh?
You've got more money than sense.
500 quid. I'm not.
Tight as a duck's arse. That's your
I'll
problem.
tell you what. I've seen you blow some dough. M4 with the fucking acro pipes on it.
M3.
Well, exactly. But that was acro piped up.
Yeah, but I'm old now.
A45.
We'll be having
Yeah,
kids and that
45
soon.
as well.
I need to save kids on the
Proper
way.
little boy racer, eh?
No, I think the acros were free. They came with JW on them.
Yeah,
Were they free?
they were nice. Them, yeah.
were.
22 on
I
them.
bet you sold them though, did you?
No.
That'd have been a camera easy.
We'll get you
Yeah, well, I
online
spent
now.
it. I've got nothing left.
Buy Bill's old camera. He's got rid of one. He's just had a new one.
could
What have you had?
sponsor me with it.
XT4.
Hmm?
You could sponsor me with it.
I'll lend you. XT4,
You'll
yeah.
have to show me how
Fujifilm.
to
I
put it
messaged them on Instagram, but they didn't answer us.
Nah, I wanna do a better YouTube. I really do.
But in all seriousness, no, it is such graft. I actually enjoy doing it. That's why I don't mind spending a lot of time in it. If you like equated time into money, none of us are making any money whatsoever. The amount of time you actually have to spend doing it, but I enjoy doing it, so it's a bit different. Like I get, and it's good because it makes it means I actually rest when I'm sat with my laptop.
I actually said this to Stan earlier, didn't I? I said even though he spends a lot of time doing it, it's probably like
it is
a downtime for a busy bastard.
It is actually good because it makes us like actually just sit down for an afternoon and do nothing. And I enjoy it, like I say, but it is way, way, way more time than anybody thinks it is.
I don't mind doing it. I'm just shit at editing. But like, if I go riding somewhere and it's shit, like,
it's hard.
I don't want to put something up that's boring.
Yeah, it's hard. Like
that.
Why
even
did you
now,
put the TKO one up?
Huh?
Why did you put your last TKO one up?
Wait until you see this riding one that I've got on there. This next one's legit.
If you need views and stuff, I'm available.
Can you watch them? Just leave it on.
Well, no, I'm on about being in them. If you want more views, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. I'll come in.
I reckon
Could
you
make
could
that
actually
work.
get some views on your own channel.
I could.
I actually put
You could do a mechanic in one.
I put one up of him doing a Rabaconda wheel at two
there you
wheels
go.
in 4 minutes. Got 4,000 views. Thanks for the ad revenue off that one, Stan.
Yeah, cheers.
I did Rabaconda one.
Stan owns this podcast. To be fair,
Yeah, I do. All this.
Yeah, we had a tyre race.
Pay for it.
I bought it.
well,
Oh, well done.
we had a tyre race with a grand prize money, and Stan had already reinvested the grand prize money into buying the podcast equipment, so Stan ended up with no prize money.
Billy managed to get a sponsor involved to give £1,000 for the prize, and then spent it thinking he was going to win. And Stan beat him.
Hey, he had it in his head that he was going to win. He goes, I'm going to win it anyway. And I've genuinely thought he was going to win.
I would. If I did it again, I'd win.
Shut up.
You was quite way out. I think.
Nah, I was-
Off the top of my head, he
it's
was
about
5
2
and you were
minutes.
like 9
I
or
was
7.
7.5.
7.5 minutes for what?
Bike on the stand, both
Right,
wheels
yeah.
in, and it was both wheels out, tyres off, both wheels back in, like you could ride it again.
Tyres back on though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spindles
obviously.
a lot.
Well, I thought you were just going. You said tyres, wheels back.
No,
on.
both wheels in the bike, both wheels out of the bike, tyres off, tyres back on again, both wheels back in the bike.
7.5 minutes.
It's not bad actually.
Tommy was 12.5 minutes for one.
We're getting the wheel out.
12.5 minutes
to
from
get the
one. He
back
did
wheel out.
actually put the tyre on and off with assistance from all three.
Yeah, I think 12.5 minutes was
Underviewed video still, so if you haven't watched it, go and fucking watch it.
your channel, that.
Yeah, my channel. But that
I've
didn't
got
get
a
many.
Rabaconda video. Watch it on mine.
You actually, your highest one was Why I Moved to Beta, didn't it? Or something like that.
Yeah, you played the
The beta move well,
beta
yeah, you
move
did.
very, very, very well.
You did.
You
I've
did.
done it so much better.
No, but the whole thing worked out really
Yeah,
well.
it's exciting.
It was very well orchestrated.
Yeah, we thought it was.
Exciting, wasn't it?
We thought it
commend
was
you on
played well,
that.
and the views and the way that you did the
I
video.
told you that I was changing bike.
Yeah, you also said, "Can you film the video?" And I said, "Yeah." And then fucking next minute it's online, and I hadn't filmed a thing of it.
Oh.
like, I couldn't afford it, mate.
Bollocks! You was splashing dough about then.
I got it filmed for free in the end.
Oh, that'll be why then. Don't you have someone though that helps you?
Yeah, I've got a guy in Spain that helps me. Well, no, I pay him.
Well, yeah, same thing.
But yeah, I just struggle for tracks. That's the thing. I just don't want to put the same track up all the time because it's boring, isn't it?
Oh no, mate! Don't say that round here. We fucking hammer my
I was
track.
going to say,
Yeah, but
Tommy's rode 2 tracks in his whole YouTube career.
His
Yeah,
whole
but
career, more like.
It's different, and it's a nice track.
Nah, it does. Even like the last few weeks when I haven't been at a race, I planned, I thought, I'm going to do loads of vlogs, and then you get to it and you're like, it's probably not going to be that interesting, so then you don't end up doing it. And then
Yeah, sometimes I'll make a vlog and just delete it.
Well, and just not put it out.
No.
Yeah, but
it's
that's
boring.
so. What Bill does, which I think, what Tommy does, is just film a bit every day and then make a mishmash. One.
yeah, mismash works better because then it's not just
I'll do a mishmash.
rabbling on. Just keep mismashing, and then by the
TKO
time you
vlog.
smash it together.
Just film a little bit every day and then just every morning when you get up,
Well,
go
and
on
also,
another day.
I've come to the conclusion is people just do not care how shit it is. How shit it seems to us, people still enjoy it. 90%
Why
of
don't
them.
we go riding up Scotland for the next 3 days and we'll do a vlog
Yeah, I'm game. I'm ready to go.
tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll come.
We could do Dune one day.
Dune's a good track.
Is it motocross? If it's
all
motocross, yeah.
motocross.
Oh, fuck off.
He doesn't do motocross.
Oh, do you know?
You've seen me ride today. I fucking hate motocross.
See that, and that's another thing. Wherever we ride is mostly illegal.
Yeah, that
So
is.
then you're like gonna put something.
That's the worst part about
Yeah.
actual hard enduro riding.
A day out
All
in Wales
illegal.
is-
100% of the riding that we do is illegal.
So all of that stuff that's like from years back, videos of you on a KTM up near your neck of the woods, is that
All illegal.
really? All the stuff for the movies?
Mm-hmm.
Have they clamped down on it now then?
No.
Still just go and do it?
Yeah.
We'll do when
I
this
still got
comes out.
riding there, but yeah, it's just I don't know. Just end up getting done in the end. Don't you?
Yeah, it's not worth giving
What
it
about
away.
in Spain?
Nah, in Andorra it's the same. Like
50-50.
we do it, and it's hard. In Andorra, there's like a few places that you can ride because of the seat. It goes on seat height. So if you're in this town, you can ride.
Backward rule is.
You can
Look at
ride-
him, his
it
head
goes
just
on
fell
seat
off.
height.
So trials
I
bike.
thought first of all I
basically-
thought you said sea height.
Basically,
No,
if
see.
you've got a trials bike, you've just got a right of roam across the
Yeah.
entire mountain range. It's
You
the
can just
most
ride
fucked
wherever you
thing
want on
ever.
a trials bike. So like, say you go to La Massana, which is a different town, they'll have like anything over a metre high you can't ride. It's so weird.
fucked up.
Does
then
the
you'll
police
go
come out with a
somewhere
tape
else.
measure?
I don't, they're never going to catch
Why don't you just
You're
fucking
miles
lower the
away.
sag? Why don't you get some whole shot
Yeah,
devices?
take the seat off. Yeah, it's low, mate.
You're taking the piss.
No,
is it?
I swear
seriously.
that. It's a backward rule, that. But
So if they
And
catch
it's
you, they measure your
amazing
seat
riding.
and go, fucking hell, you shouldn't be
I
here.
don't know if they do that, but that's the rules.
Just whips his tape measure out.
Oh, well. So go on then. So meter, you can do what you want.
Huh?
So from a meter, you can ride where you
Yeah,
want.
so say you can ride here if you're on a trials bike, but then if you go over into the next valley, you can ride on a motocross bike and it's fine.
What about...
You can
I'm
literally ride a trials bike anywhere down the streets.
But I'm
Police
guessing you
don't
could ride
bother
like
you
a
there.
110 or something anywhere then.
Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah, you probably could. But don't know
What?
how well that'd go. 2,000 metres up.
The thing
CRF
is-
125.
You've got to, like, in close to the towns, people walk, so you try like to stay away from them. But when you go into the tops, it's fine. Gomez, not Gomez. Who put that video up?
Garcia was
put
in
a
the
video
newspaper.
doing a hill climb that was about 4 minutes long, right up this hill, and he put it up, and then it was like on the front page. He put it on Instagram, and then it
Oh,
made
fuck.
the front page of the paper. He took it down. Did he get fined?
No, but they weren't meant to.
And this is only in Andorra.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, because I've rode at Off-Road Orange, which no doubt you have.
Yeah.
And that seems like you can go anywhere.
Yeah, but that's,
Yeah.
That's a different part.
that's miles
yeah.
away. Is it? But also, yeah.
We go across
There's
the
places
border.
like that in Spain as well, though, to be fair.
You can go across the border. There's a place called, what's it called? Pasquet.
Pasquet.
And that's like, has he got 400 hectares or something? It's massive. You just ride across the mountains.
It's
there.
big. Yeah, there's still plenty of places, but it's as soon as you put something somewhere, everyone wants to know where it is, though, don't they?
Should we take your scooter to Andorra?
Yeah.
I need a scooter.
Andorra would
You
be
can
good
get
for
one.
scooters because parking's a fucking mission.
Broker the deal now. You got 2 buyers here for
Stand
your electric
scooters for
scooter.
sale after
I
this
do, yeah.
crash.
We'll start.
I
with
want
the-
a little fold-up scooter because it'd be good to put in the van for the races to fly about on.
Okay, well, I've got one that I'm selling because I've crashed my I've crashed my brains out, and if it stays in my house, I'm going to do it again. So it's for sale. Said to Ed, he can have first refusal.
No, we'll have a bid now. I'll give you 50
How much
quid.
is it?
Oh, 50 quid, I'll give you.
It's a Segway,
I'll give you 50.
Segway 9-bot,
52.
extra battery kit.
What
Got
did you give
LEDs
for
on
it?
the bottom.
Got LEDs on, got a light on the front that don't really do very much, but
What did you give for it?
goes 34 kilometres an hour.
It was big. It was 4,500 quid, wasn't it?
470.
You paid 470
Yeah,
for it.
paid 470
How old?
quid for
It's
it.
been crashed.
No, yeah, but it's been
Crash
crashed.
damage.
half price.
Catsy.
Has it got any damage on it?
No,
Scuffed grip.
no, it's next to nothing. Honest. No,
Scuffed grip. Alignment is still good, though.
yeah, it's all good.
Chassis is still straight.
Yeah,
That's all right then. And the battery life's still good on it.
yeah, because it's probably charged about 3 times in its whole life.
Is if I banged in the serial number, could I resell it or has
Yeah, I've
it
got
come
the
off a
box.
truck?
No, I've got the box.
Oh, she's legit.
Lado
Yeah,
nicked it with the box.
No, I bought it. I was again
And the
one
receipt.
of my stupid ideas.
Yeah.
I was pissed up one night and thought it'd be a brilliant idea to get it, go to the pub and back on it. You know what I mean? To save
Yeah.
driving a car or whatever, getting a taxi. But then 2 weeks later, they come out with that rule that it needs to be taxed, insured, and
Yeah,
everything
it's
like that.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were taking the piss before.
No,
No, you do genuinely.
No, come
need
out
to-
like-
Because
a
of,
load
the,
of
is that
shit,
'cause of
yeah.
the speed?
It's
God, I
it's classed as
If you,
Even if you're on the pavement.
if you chip an e-bike, that's the same. You can get done if you
ride on the road.
ride on the road on a chipped e-bike.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mental.
So,
Bollocks.
100 quid, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
100.
100.
I'm not spending more. I'll look on eBay.
Come on, Johnny.
105.
You're playing well.
Oh, Johnny, you're not going to get
I'm
one
not
of them.
desperate.
You're
I'm
begging
not
for
desperate
poverty
it.
well on this.
I'll tell you what, 150. 150, some keks and some hoodies.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll have a bit of a deal.
Yeah,
on
done.
one. Yeah.
I'll give you
He,
160.
he needs some more because he's flogged all the ones that he's had up to now.
Yeah, good.
Which ones?
Couple of walk
Your
hoodies.
keks and hoodies?
He gives them out, dishes them out as
he
presents.
dishes them out as
I do dish them out as
to all
presents.
his yummy mummies kids.
Yeah,
No.
he actually did say to me the other day, "Can I have some kids ones?"
I've been waiting for the kids ones for ages. One of
Yeah.
my mate's little lad, that's all he wears now. He said he won't wear normal ones, he wants keks.
That's what we like to hear.
Because they're good. I'm the same.
This is another one for you, Johnny. Who's the biggest shit talker in your industry? I'm guessing they mean riders.
That's a good one.
Come on, be truthful. Don't hold back.
Remember, we can cut this if we have to.
Let me have a think.
It costs you 50 quid for me to cut it. It's either you or someone else if you're taking this long.
Now, everyone knows who's going to say. Or we should say.
Who am I going to say?
That's your question.
Yeah, it's not our question.
Paul Bolton.
Yeah, Paul. He just talks.
He does
really
waffle
bad,
some
mate.
shit on them Red Bull things.
It dribbles out of his mouth. He can't help it.
I don't know whether he's watching this, but I'll commend him.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Yeah, he
to
does
be
a good
fair.
job.
He does.
He's
Yeah.
got. It's
Very good.
definitely his dream occupation, but he does it
He's
very
fucking
good.
busy.
He's
He's
busy.
everywhere around the track
Like,
following
every
him.
time you seen him at TQA, he was just like in between races or whatever. He was just stood there dripping of sweat, like dripping. Bless him.
Yeah, no, he does well.
He works hard.
How was the trip to Wales? Have you been to Wales recently?
Yesterday.
Any good?
Went to SC yesterday. Took my camper in to get finished off, getting some shelves in and that. And it was good, yeah. I did a couple hours riding there yesterday and then messaged Bill to come ride in today.
I believe J&J Bespoke, who made us this desk, are right next to SC. Did you see
Who's that?
a furniture contractor?
Some guy that made a
I
desk for him.
didn't. I wasn't paying attention. I
Good
just wanted
desk.
to get there.
Would you like one?
Well, if you make rooms
I don't
at
think
SC,
I'll
we
get it all.
could get you a nice desk made for outside.
For Mark to work on. Get
This will be
Mark.
too heavy. This will be too heavy to.
No, it'll split and folds. How heavy is your motorhome? You told us earlier.
Bit overweight. I'm thinking of getting a bigger one next year.
Yeah.
I need to be more serious.
Why don't you get an SC?
Huh?
They're dead cheap.
What? The SCs? They're good, aren't they? Good quality and that.
Yeah.
No, I like it. And he
a
did
lot of
like
money.
a bespoke build for me, which was perfect. He was
Okay.
pissed off yesterday when I took it. I took it and it was like, I didn't wipe all the walls down because I was like, they're going to do it when it gets there. So I took it and he opened the door and he's just like, fuck me. What is this? Because there was just oil everywhere and that. But it's a work van. It's done 10,000 miles since I got it.
They're so nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
The way that they do them. Unreal.
I'm getting I'm just going to keep swapping them every year because they're going to do so many miles.
I've got nothing for Stan, but he was absolutely golden on the last podcast.
I'm going to have to listen to this last podcast.
Fucking hell, we're gonna
Right,
have to
right.
we're gonna have to widen that door to get him.
Yeah, you are.
I can't even remember what was said on it. What was it? What was?
Yeah, he was
No.
When was it?
a long time ago. He was talking bollocks, wasn't he? Chasetown Massive. Does that mean anything?
Chasetown Massive. That's where I live.
My Chasetown Massive from Toby Duke,
She was
78.
thinking about that.
Toby Duke, 78.
Toby Duke.
Oh, he's acting.
Pretend you know him. Just go, yeah. It's his best mate, really. He's just like, oh, I don't know him.
What's Stan's favourite beer?
He doesn't even know it. Food and drink. He's got.
What's your
no
favourite
Corona?
boundaries.
alcohol? What's your
Corona. And then JD and Coke.
JD and Co. I like a JD and Co.
Nice.
We're on Baby Guinness the other week, weren't we, Bill, at the wedding? Smash some.
Oh,
Baby
yeah.
Guinness.
Johnny was
Talk us
buying
through that.
shots.
You got married.
I was buying shots.
Not the one that you bought baby Guinnesses at Abastoni though, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Johnny bought shots.
Bought a round of shots.
Whoa, Johnny bought shots.
Bought a round of shots.
Johnny actually bought shots.
I don't know what's the more important bit, the shots or he bought something.
Well,
Yeah.
Johnny bought shots.
I actually saw a video of you. You looked like you had a good time after
It was a good
Aberstone.
time, yeah.
That was good. Football
was the World
football
Cup,
was
yeah.
no,
I'm going to start
Euros.
doing it, yeah, from now on.
Just lathered up after every round.
Every race,
Just
yeah.
buying shots.
How cool's downhill? You watch downhill. Menard just
Oh,
smoked it at the
fucking here we go.
weekend.
He's a big downhill
And
fan.
everyone was just lit.
Yeah,
Everyone
it's
was
mid-
having a good
it
time.
is
Manny's
proper.
bike was getting revved up.
Yeah, it's
He's
proper.
going to be in trouble for that one.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he actually posted it. I've seen it
Has he
on.
posted it?
Pete actually sent us it on WhatsApp, and I thought, oh, that man is keen there. Then I seen it on everybody else's Instagram, and I thought, oh, he's definitely in trouble. And then he posted it on his own Instagram, and I was like, oh my God.
Wait, so Manny went to it. Everyone got pissed. He pulled the bike out and just rev fuck out of it.
So basically, when they
Menard
do
had a
the run,
burnout on his bike.
Oh no, KTM would love that. World
Well,
champs just
no,
on
mate,
To be
burnout.
on the
fair, I
limiter
think
for
they
about
sh-
10 seconds.
I
it
think
was
they
like,
should because it went viral. But I don't know. Hopefully, it doesn't
literally,
get
they
told
do
off.
the run and they have a good time, and I think it's the best way.
Yeah.
Well, not slowly. I'm a big
Enduro's
mountain bike fan.
a bit serious, isn't it? Hard enduro's a bit serious.
Because
We
there's
need
too
to-
much dough in it.
It's come better this year though.
Yeah, this
I
year has
think.
been good.
Where's the door at?
There's
In your fucking pocket.
yeah, I was going
Yeah,
to say,
it's-
there's none
yeah.
fucking left.
Yeah.
I was 10 years too late, 5 years too late.
He's had it all.
Fucking hell, yeah. No,
Did
So
you
yeah,
get a bonus
really
for the year that you sort of won everything, but there wasn't a Wes?
Nope.
Nothing.
I got bonuses for
the,
the
the
races,
race
yeah.
bonuses were about fucking 5 times what they are now, though.
Yeah. Now he's got that big Liat kit deal as
He's
well. No
lying.
wonder he can give us some
Oh,
shit to give away.
yeah,
This we
yeah.
can buy it out of his own pocket.
Mate, Leatter is. Honestly, it's the best company I've worked for.
Really?
I've rode for, yeah.
What? Just let you do what you want?
Yeah. You
Any
never
kit?
yeah. They're never like, don't do this, don't
I
do
would
that.
say
And the stuff's good.
they've put a lot of effort into like off-road and enduro specifically, which is good. I feel like
Did I say this to you the other day about how
It's like one of the main
that's become
ones you
like
associate
a
with
proper
enduro.
off-road
Yeah,
brand?
you have to. I would say
They've done so well. Like,
they've
even to get into
they've
mountain
obviously
biking.
put a lot of effort invested, and Johnny's done good. I actually, not that I work with them or anything to do with them, but I think they have done a very good job of how they now come across, and like the effort. You can see they put a lot of effort in it, and like we were saying, it's one of the bigger ones in off-road, and I would say most companies don't really put a lot of effort in or resources into marketing in off-road or enduro or anything like that. So it was, from the outside, it seems good.
Well, we'll
I
ring him up
think
for a sponsorship there for this
people-
podcast.
Bit
People
more
are
arse.
missing it.
Do I need any more arse licking, or will that do for now? Are you happy with that one?
People
Now
missing the trick.
get your thing out. Give your aircon man a plug.
Yeah, well, it's too hot or we're good?
I'm
I
about
was
right,
about
but
About
just
right, but if it was too hot, we could make it a bit colder. If it was too cold, we could make it a bit hotter, and that was thanks to DC air conditioning.
we're good at this, aren't we? We're well practiced.
Yeah. Dribbling out your mouths.
And like we said earlier, if we got any Maxwell rolls,
Matt's a blue roll. Stan also the blue roll's shite. I honestly wouldn't bother buying it. I really,
Mate, when I went home, I
he's
went to my
got
mum and
2
dad's.
lorries of it.
it's not worth buying. The Mats are good. The Mats are as good as you can get and as cheap as you're ever going to get. But the blue roll, don't even bother.
I went to my mum and dad's the other day, and I walked into the garage, and there was just about 5 or 6 blue and white. Maybe they're from
there was. No,
they're
was
from Pete probably.
my old man.
Yeah, I probably bought
No.
them years and years ago off
They're
you or
off
Pete.
me. They're off me. I had white.
And there was
ones
just
as
these
well.
rolls stacked up. I was like, yeah, they're from Stan.
Quality stuff, then it lasts.
It's not.
It's just collecting dust.
But it's
mate.
that shit you
Mark's
don't use
using
it.
it now. I
It's
brought it home,
garbage.
and Mark's using it. He loves it.
It's garbage. Try it.
It does just smear.
I don't
stuff.
use it. He puts a roll in my van whenever I leave his house, and,
Yeah, just
and
to
it just
piss you
doesn't
off.
move, and then I just it does till I go back to his, and then it gets left in the garage, and then he put another new one in there.
That's nice. I'm looking after you.
You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, this is quite a good two good questions. One leads into another. One was how did Johnny and Billy first meet, and then it was then another one is who was a better trials rider, Johnny or Billy. But I feel like they're going to cross over. So
Who's going first, you or me? I can't remember who we first met.
I think I should go
can't
first because I know
remember.
exactly how you first met.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
there's fucking Paul Bolton. Should we get him on a podcast?
Speak
At
for
some
the
point, yeah.
Should we link him in? He's ringing.
Well, ring him in. Then. You can if you want.
We'll sort that out in a bit. I can't remember.
I know
first
how
met.
you first met.
You don't?
I do.
Yeah, I don't
How
think
old
you do.
were we?
Nah,
You probably not when you first met, but I remember you coming moaning to me, going, "Oh, there's a kid called Billy Bolt who's pretty good, and he's going to take all my sponsors." And
Exactly.
he's
We were
managed.
riding. We had the same manager.
yeah. Nah,
And
but that
like-
wasn't when we first met, though.
No, it was years before that. We were doing trials
I
together.
can't remember the first
He's quite
time.
a
My
lot
dad
younger
and
than
Johnny's
me.
dad used to get on well with each other, just talking shit at watching trials and stuff, because we used to be in the same trial and stuff.
So you did compete in
We're
trials
from the
together.
same area. Yeah,
No,
but
we're
he's
never
way younger than me.
never
I
competed
know.
against each other, but he was always there. Like when I was growing up, because he did like World and European Youth Championship and stuff. It was, him and Johnny Richardson were like the two best really, and like they were doing like World and European rounds, and I was like probably 12, 13 at the time, and like wanted to obviously to do that. So like I used to look up to him and other Jonny quite a bit back then. I'd have said it had probably been at a club trial, but I can't remember the first time. The first time I would say, you won't remember this at all. They're probably a bit cringe that I'm going on about it, right? But we were at...
Oh, this is cute.
This is cute. I've got a weird memory. I remember some like really, really in-depth shit about the most bizarre time. Like you'd just gone onto a big bike, onto a 300. I couldn't remember what. It must have been near the end of the year. You'd fucked off riding a 125. I think you'd fucked off riding for Ace as well. And you had a big, I don't know what size, a 250 or 300 gasser just off Shirty, and you were at Calm riding. I was there with John, just practicing, and the bike had broke. And it was, in the little sandstone quarry at Calm.
No.
The little quarry bit, like down in the bottom, and then go all the way to the end. There's that little... Never gets used in the race. Anyway, you were there and your bike broke in the middle of this rock garden, and then you rolled down with your engine off, like over these few rocks with your engine off, and I thought it was sick as fuck. That was... Is
this on a trials bike or enduro?
No, a trials bike. That was tubular frame gasket with the red frame, 2009. Huh? 9? Is that right? 2009, I would have said. And that was the first time I remember I was talking to you a bit then.
What was so impressive with the engine being off?
He did a stop it.
Mate.
No, it was like halfway up like a pile of rocks, and then his bike broke when he was like halfway up them. I think we were there with Craig Robinson. Maybe?
So you're talking, it wasn't just a smooth ride back. He did something.
It was like down some rocks, and he stopped, like went up on the front wheel like trials riders do, and then stopped it off, and then rolled all the way down the pile of rocks. With his engine completely off, and I remember me and John were both like, "Whoa!" On the way home, did you see that? I was naughty. And then your bike broke, and you then drove your van to the bit of the quarry and put your bike in the van and went home.
So yeah, that's it.
That was it. That was
I can't remember. I can remember him,
but we met before that, because when you used to ride a Sherco, that was even way before that.
Yeah, so our dad
at club trials and stuff. Yeah,
always speaking.
Ronnie and Dave used to just moan about trials all day long together.
Yeah. How much they spent?
Fucking shit. Yeah, how much money did Ronnie and Dave used to just moan about how much money they'd spent together.
So who was better at the trials?
Pretty similar.
He got to a better level than me.
Did you never have a podium at junior level? No, you didn't do juniors. You just did youth.
There was green, blue, and red, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
No, youth, junior, and then world level, I think.
I had some podiums. I was never that good.
I didn't, but Jonny did youth mainly, like for like a couple of years. Back then, everyone used to stay on 125s longer, but then, like from my era and age group, we were like the start. Everyone kind of just went straight onto a big bike when they were 16 and went straight into junior. Everyone kind of bypassed youth, so we didn't really do the same.
If your dads were friends during the trial era, surely your dad must have welded Johnny's frame at some point.
No, my dad can weld himself.
Nah, Ronnie was.
Yeah,
they both used to just moan about how shit trials bikes were and how shit everything was.
How much you spent 60 quid on a rear tyre.
Yeah,
I was just about to say. Imagine,
months.
like, obviously your guy's dad, like everyone else does, how much they've spent, like, put into you to get you.
My first bike, I remember, was a TY80.
Yeah, my first trials bike was a TY80.
My dad built.
Ed doesn't even know what TY80 is.
I don't know, you thicko. I'm not Tommy Searle. I know what one of them is.
We've still got mine. My dad pulled it out the garage the other day. Well, he's got a few because we had several spares. So he's going to build one up for sale if anyone wants to buy a TY80. It's still mint.
Your dad built yours, John?
I got a Cobra as well.
No, it's not. It's a Lem. My first ever motocross bike, which I had before my TY80, is in stands and it's for sale if anyone wants to buy it. We were going to give it away. A Lem 50. Bad boy. Fast as fuck.
It's proper
you can't
fast.
Sell that. You got to keep that.
Yeah, well, I want to keep it. Dave wants to sell it, so I took
What's it worth?
Probably nothing.
Probably about 500.
But if anyone's got any, like, we were
going to do something with it, weren't we?
Any fanboys out there want to give like a couple of grand for it just to have?
No, I know. I'll
couple
buy
of grand
it.
and Bill keeps
and then
it.
when you go, I fucking wish I hadn't sold that, I'll sell it back to you in a couple of years' time for
$2,000.
Yeah, a bit on.
All right, you can have it. 700 quid.
Fuck off. He just said 500.
He's not in charge.
So you've got a TY80 is what you bought. Your dad built you yours. Mm-hmm. What did a TY80 cost to build, do you reckon?
I don't know, but they'd be worth more now. They go for like over $1,000 now, TY80s.
Really?
Have you still got it?
Did you have black wheels on yours? Someone did.
No, chrome. My original
Mine
mate,
were
chrome nipples, everything. I've got a set. The bike that's in my garage at the minute, the wheels are literally look. I mustn't have used them because they look brand new. Dave went overboard on TY80
I had different
spares.
shocks. I had Falcon shocks on mine.
That's
proper trig.
And what age would you have been on that?
What,
6
8?
to 10.
It was literally when I remember I went to Sheffield Arena and Beta brought out a Beta 80.
Oh, an 80.
Yeah, I'm sure it was an 80. And I was desperate for one of them. My dad obviously wouldn't get me one because it had like the low down seat and everything.
Oh, you could have rode it in Andorra then if it had a low down.
Nah, it'd be the same height, I reckon, as the old TY.
Yeah, TYs are still small.
What's the crack with the sort of? Well, I guess when did you first get like a free ride or a free bike, or did they stop spending money?
Just when I went to Enduro, I think.
Yeah, me too.
That's when you've got
I got like sponsors my last couple of years in trials. PC Folk Trucks, who still help us out a bit now. People have probably seen my old van, stuff like that. They started helping us and buying a few bikes. My dad still bought a few.
When you say a few bikes, why did you need like 3 or 4 to do a year or something?
Yeah, it's like anything. You need a few, don't you? Especially trials bikes. They're not built.
I only had one. I'm not going to lie.
Billy would talk
Fuck off.
about
I did.
now.
I only had
That's
one
a
bike
stupid.
for the
I don't know
full
why I
year.
asked that. What a stupid
I'm
question.
gonna say.
I did.
Fucking wrecks a bike every 5 minutes.
3 or 4.
Bollocks.
More like 6 or 7.
Nah, I wasn't many. I was sponsored by Burks then.
I swear I had one bike for the year, all the way until I was 17.
With Johnny, I can believe that.
And then I
Yeah,
went
what with a
to-
big box of parts?
Well, yeah, obviously. But you never went for anything on a trials bike. You just put a new tyre on,
Fucking clutches.
blow the exhaust out. My dad would set the exhaust on fire.
Yeah, my
So
dad
then
used to set the
he would
exhaust on
never
fire. He used to burn the carbon out of an exhaust. Just to set them on
Cheaper.
fire.
Cheaper than repacking it.
I used to drive my last couple of years for Burke. I spent quite a bit of time over like Johnny's Way. Man, used to stay at Burke's. Learned a lot there actually. I think my learned a lot of lessons in life there. And where did you live? Broughton and Furnace.
Broughton in Furnace.
From Burkett's workshop. Definitely made us a better man.
What was the question, anyways?
Yeah. How did we meet and who was
Something
better at
like, how do you
trials?
meet and who was better at trials? But yeah.
I actually can't remember
Billy
the
was
first
better at trials.
meeting.
Um,
I remember we went to Alice Trim in 2016 together.
Ah, yeah, you rode a 125.
Right, well, that's a stupid idea. Anyway, we're driving.
That was when that I always remember that race because it was such good prize money. I don't know if it still
because you
is.
got fucking $7,000
But
out of
it
the
was
1 day
like-
event.
No,
Oh, it was 2 days.
It was more than that.
No, it's 2 days. We raced in the
'Cause you
dark
got-
in
there
the
was
enduro cross.
qualifying and everything, money for qualifying.
I got
Night
I
race.
got 150 euros actually for finishing ninth. I think
And now you don't get any prize money at any of the races.
I've got a question for you, Johnny.
America was
Go on.
present.
What's the biggest prize money you've won from a race in your career?
remember, we like honesty on this podcast.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be massive. It would probably be there.
Alice Trem.
Not in X
Yeah,
Games.
you'd win like because I never did any good. I think you'd get
50?
no prize money. We're talking.
Yeah, yen.
Not bonuses.
Yeah, Alice Trim was
It was
7. that
you
year.
got 7 for the win, and then I think you got 2 for qualifying, and then there was a night race also. So there was 3. There was 3 lots.
I remember I was good.
I've still got them at home.
The
I'll
night
take a
race.
picture of them.
The night race on me 125. I was third for like until the last lap, and there was like logs that you had to ride over that were long ways, and they just started moving, and eventually there was a like tire width gap, and I got fully stuck in it for about. I like lost a full lap on the last lap, and I was set for third. It was like a couple of weeks into my enduro career. I was fucking wounded.
I've never ever looked at the prize money breakdown because I'm fucking never been.
I've still got the check. I got
They all
150
used to be
euros
good.
for my ninth. For my ninth place 150 euros check was still one of them big ones, and I've still got the check.
You used to get that and start money back then.
Yeah, Tommy's pushing on for some start money for Western Beach race at the minute.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that's stopping him riding.
needs to go back to that format, doesn't it?
Right.
Gone
Next.
are the days.
Right, I'm going to tee this one right up for you, Johnny, and then you'll know what I mean. So, what does Johnny and Billy put in their water bladder during races? Just water or an energy drink?
Energy drink.
What one?
I put in. You can send me some free bags if you want, because I do buy these. It's OTE that I buy.
Fucking idiot! You've done it wrong.
Delete it.
I've tried to tee you up to shout your Red Bull out.
No, but I do. Honestly, mate, there's nothing better than when you finish a race and downing. I'll literally down 2 cans of Red Bull at the end of a race.
Would you like to do down Rockstars?
Cold Rockstar after a race. There's nothing better.
No, but seriously, that's what I like.
No,
before a race,
I prefer a can of Coke after
before
a race.
TKO, I smashed a can of Red Bull on the line. But then in my camel pack, I had like a carby drink.
I must
you need
admit,
carbs
Full
in
of
a
carbs.
race.
I'll go there. When I finished Romania, they handed you a cold Red Bull, and it was like drinking liquid gold.
It's amazing, like, because yeah,
And
you
then a
absolutely
beer after, and then I was pissed instantly.
yeah, that is the
Every
best
time.
ever, isn't it?
Fuck.
Get you past that. Have a pint and you're pissed.
Yeah.
You sat there at the finish just with the fucking ground swaying, aren't you? Going,
It literally is.
I
one
know I
beer.
sat there going, please stand so he took the bike because I couldn't be driving back to Sibiu.
But like when I done it, Jeff took my bike and gave me the car keys. I fucking couldn't get out of the car park. I was in boots. I took them off, wet feet, and I was like half pissed, thinking, "Fucking hell." But yeah. So what do you put in your bag, really?
Energy drink.
Like a tablet.
Well,
No, it's like a powder.
yeah,
and
tablets
it's full
don't
of
have calories
carbs.
in. Don't put tablets in. I did that my first year riding, and I fell asleep mid-race with Africa. And then a few months later, I learned that tablets don't have any calories in, and you need calories in order to survive.
And
Why, what are the
carbs,
tablets
You
in?
need carbs because it's a bit like
Yeah, tablets are
eating
all
food.
just like electrolytes, hydration, but
Oh, right.
they don't have calories in. Like they're like all low-calorie diet.
So you scoop a meal replacement shake
Yeah.
in.
No, it's not a shake. It's like an energy drink, but it's got
Just high
my
calorie.
one has like 80 grams of carbs or something.
Yeah,
An
yeah.
hour that you're supposed to drink.
Everyone's different. My stomach goes. I get real bad indigestion at
gets the
races.
runs.
So
I got a good thing about this. 2015, I went to GNCC to do, I think, Ironman last round. Gone shopping to get like my Camelback stuff that I needed, and I bought this big tub of Powerade, blue Powerade. And I thought, fucking mint, just pour it straight in. You're meant to dilute it.
Oh,
So it was pure Powerade. And I put it in. So I've started the GNCC now. I can go along thinking, yeah, this is mint. Hour in. Yeah, not too guts are feeling a bit thing because I've started drinking.
nothing worse.
Pit stop. Yeah, no worries. Next lap pit stop. Had to can just chuck the bike in the bushes, being sick. It was like, honestly, it was black sick coming out. It was just unreal. And that was me done. I had to sit on the side of the track and I was being sick until 2:00 the next morning.
You have to test loads of different shit
Yeah.
as well to what agrees with your stomach
Yeah.
because some are really horrible, some are bad on your stomach.
If I drink
Yeah.
that stuff, it
just
fucks with
buy one sachet of everything and try it till you find one that you feel good.
me. Rob's Rides has been cheering you on. How's it been working with the Beta Factory? Do they build factory bikes for you?
Yeah, so they build my bikes, factory. Everything's like, I don't really know what to say. Everything's like handmade, so the bike's just fully hand built kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I
just
think
One
what he's
guy.
trying to get at is
People
that
think-
different bike to what we can buy or not?
No, it's the same. But it's like the guy puts it together on his own.
Oh, wicked.
But they were good to work with. When I like first signed for them and I went there, I was a bit like shitting myself thinking it wasn't going to be very good. And I got there, it felt really good at first. And then at night we sat down and I like wrote a list of like the things that we needed to change. This was like 6:30 at night.
Yeah.
And then I came in the next morning at 8 to start riding again. Everything that I'd had on that list had been changed. So they're good to work with.
Is that what you do, Stan?
Yeah.
Change all of his stuff.
Yeah, a lot.
Does he give you a list?
No, just
Pre-mix.
Behave yourself.
just points.
Behave yourself.
Well, I reckon we should wrap it up in a minute. We've done an hour and
That's
26. Did we clear up all the giveaways?
Yeah, Johnny's is going to be on Instagram, but at the same time
my
this gets
Instagram.
released. No.
Come on, show the love. We've shown you
I'm
the love.
joking, yeah. I'll send it.
Anyone got any queries, mechanical, non-mechanical, life advice, anything, DM Stan at LeeEddie9 on Instagram. Ed'll put it up on the screen.
Don't.
No,
You won't get a reply.
Carl. You'll be like him, screenshotting them, going, look at what this person's just sent me.
Stan's a minge.
Yeah, so
Factory Image Racing, what they get? What
Factory
they
Image Racing, their giveaway this week is a gazebo, and that is going to be nice.
Do you need
Do you want to win
it?
it? Do you need one?
Well, there's a
well, enter.
I've got a discount code if you want. If you watch the last podcast, it'll tell you who got the gazebo. Because the gazebo got a free mat, didn't it?
I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head, but mine was reservoir cap. So if you want some of those for your bike, use my code.
I can't even remember what mine was.
So no, if you want to win a gazebo from Factory Image Racing, same rules apply. Comment on the YouTube link of this video, and we'll do a random comment selector. So if you enter, Johnny,
you could win a gazebo.
Ooh, fingers crossed.
I think what we'll do if you do win it though is donate it to the next person. But yeah,
do you ever do that on a giveaway?
What?
Like your mate wins it and you feel bad, so you have to give it to someone else.
No,
I've done that before.
That's never happened.
We've never done that. We use that random comment selector.
Yeah, but you obviously mate.
We ain't got any mates that comment on our stuff.
No,
we're all in. All my friends
all
are
fucking all fucking randoms that comment.
I've only
on
got
our
one friend and it managed to come up with him.
Yeah. Tommy's not clever enough to comment or find out how to comment. So yeah. Right, thanks for watching.
Anyway,
see you in a bit.
on listening. Bye.
Bye bye.